Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to OccultcatTv. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. So before I get into the video, this is gonna be a podcast episode. That's right, you guys heard it. I just want to say thank you guys for 300 subscribers. Woo! Like that's amazing, guys. I'm happy with having just like 50 subscribers, you know? I don't really care how many people watch. And I also notice, like, dude, sometimes it fluctuates. Like sometimes it'll go down one or two and then it'll go up five. So I realized that my empire is expanding in the right way. The wrong people are leaving my life. The wrong people are leaving my reality in all ways, and I've been doing rituals for that. I've been doing rituals for protection, empowerment. I've been actually doing a lot of spell work lately for myself because I was doing a lot for other people, and then I realized if I'm doing so much for others, like if I can take this much ritual, you could say, right? Like just go back to back, like maybe like 8 rituals in a row. Why wouldn't I just do that for myself and expanding my empire, you know? Giving out tips as a master occultist, guys. Why not do multiple rituals throughout the day, right? You wake up, you visualize and imagine your day. You wake up, you start to write what you desire to bring into your reality. Let me actually give a let me give a shout out to King Paimon. I have this quote on my vision board. Decide every under my cat. So under Bastet, right? Abundance and wisdom. Decide every morning, every day what you want to create, and you'll have all the power, the energy to create to all the energy to create it and go out and achieve what you desire to create. So focus on it in the morning, like right as you wake up out of bed, right as you get out of bed, just or right as you are there, try to, in those relaxed states, visualize and imagine your reality, a greater reality, right? And then as you awake into that, you're walking into it throughout your day. And don't, because your imagination isn't linked up with it yet, don't negate what the information that you're projecting, that you're creating, that you're receiving, even, right? Continue to walk the path and do what you need to. Do the rituals, invoke the deities, work with the energies, whether it be, angels or Thoth and the Egyptian pantheon, maybe the demonic kings, Lucifer, Asmodee, Baal, Belial, Hecate, Ares, Artemis, Shiva, Lucifer, right? There's so many different beings in which you can invoke and work with. Just like there's so many different rituals and spells you could do throughout the day, right? So it's all about focusing on the magic, right? We focus on it, we understand it, we study it in order to know, so that we can, in a sense, become magic. So with that, guys, the video is actually going to be about detachment. And with that, I went in pretty much on how magic works and all the mechanics, foundation, and fundamentals of magic. And it's weird because I noticed that on my YouTube, I have my first podcast, I have my second podcast, but I realized that my third, I didn't have a third. And that's really funny how when it comes to my services, my consultations will now be $55. I'm doing that thanking you guys, the community that helps support me, raise me, uplift me. As you guys help provide for me, I will provide for you. The more that I grow, the more my channel will grow, the more content grows. So I'm giving you guys that consultation service for $55. As well, I will start to do spell work for people. I pretty much already do this on the side, and I already offer it to my Patreon clients. And if you actually join the Patreon, there's a whole bunch of other services that I can open up to you and just show you guys. And I prefer to show that to my Patreon because they're more accepting and or understanding. They are supporting me, and for that I'm grateful. If you look on some of my videos, there's reviews from either people on my Patreon or clients that I've helped. I will try to put together just, you know, a list of those at some point. So I do conscious coaching slash manifestation guidance, as well as sephiroth and qliphoth. I can teach you the occult, spell work in all ways. As well, I'm doing spells for $120 at the moment. These are very powerful. I can use whatever deity you would desire, and I will even put up an altar for them for at least 2 days, 2 to 4 days, depending on how much you pay me. So that is just $120 for a really powerful spell to help you to manifest and create a greater life for yourself. I as well, for people that are serious, I do pact work, and as well I can do a pact with you and Lucifer for 150 if you would desire that connection. I do recommend that you get a consultation either with that or before it, so that we can verify with Lucifer that you know that's truly what is in your will. But as well, if you already know this and you desire that, then I can do that for you, $150. I'd be calling upon Lucifer, Lucifuge, giving candles and offerings to empower and make sure that your connection is guaranteed, that the pact is accepted. It's not by the offerings that it will be accepted exactly, but that will be more favored towards or create a more favorable outcome. So I'm doing spell work for 120, packs for 150, and then I have my consultations for 55 if it is for me. If it's with Lucifer or if it's with Lucifer specifically, it's 75. And then as well, I have my tarot service where it's destiny and fate readings. I read your sephiroth, qliphoth, where you're at. I help you to understand, in a sense, where you're at, whether it be on the sephiroth or the qliphoth, and then I help you understand what's coming within the next few months through that tarot card reading. I do 4-card draws for $45, and then as well I do 8-card draws for $88. Symbolism, 88, a master number. And the 8-card draw would be a lot more in depth, but even the overall 4-card draw really significant. Hell, fuck it. Let's do 44. Both of them being master numbers. Okay, so with that, guys, let's just continue. Just got 300 subscribers, and I noticed that just a little bit ago, and I've had this podcast kind of in the vault for not too long, maybe a month or so, and I thought that it was really relevant to our time right now, because I teach detachment, so how to conjure energy, create a vibration, and then send it out into the universe, and then detach from it so that you can be manifesting. And if you get good enough at it, you can be manifesting moment to moment, day by day. Like, rituals will be like, things will just be manifesting because you say it so. You will it into existence. And I want to say just, I haven't watched the video yet, but shout out to Universal Mastery's channel. I believe he just made a video on words as spells, and I feel that would also be a very beneficial video to watch in kind of like pairing it with this one, because if you understand that words are, and maybe I'll make a video on that like later on, and how or before I even watch that, on how I perceive it. But I just saw that in the recommended, and I think that that's a really good video that you guys should watch, and it would as well pair really well with my scripting video that I have just a few videos back, and then as well my manifestation videos. So with that, pretty much let's get into the video. First amount of work, I'll put in a lot of candles and incense, and I'll really try to visualize that energy and then send it to you. Um, so I'm doing spell work. You can pretty much just message me or email me at occultcatTv@gmail.com. Again, that is occultcatTv@gmail.com. Just we can pretty much talk about spell work. Like, say, what do you want? Maybe you work with King Paimon or Lucifer or Thoth. I made a video on the Egyptian pantheon as well as the demonic kings. So I can pretty much help you with working with anything, even if it's just ascended masters. And then we'll just talk about price. We'll discuss something that is beneficial to you as well beneficial to me. Again, I'm trying to give back to the community. So for the next month, my prices are actually going to be dropped. I originally as well consultation work was $75. Now consultation work is only $55, and that's on behalf of Lucifer. So thank him. I've been getting a lot of people that work with Lucifer coming to me, actually saying, "Oh, like Lucifer led me to you. I didn't know what was going on in my life, and then somehow found your videos." And I find that really, really cool. Honestly, like that's validation for my path. That's showing me that all the hell that I endured, going through the abyss, all of this was so that I could inspire and as well motivate other people. So before I begin this podcast, I actually want to show you guys something. That's for another time. Anyway, let's get into the video. So, detachment. Detachment is one of the most important things that is needed in not only magic, but as well in life. You have to be able to detach from something to fully embrace it, know it, or know it, or embrace it, love it, and know what it is, right? So we can't know what something truly is if we don't detach. So like when you're loving someone, right? You love them, you're all about them, you're hanging out with them all the time, you're talking to them all the time, right? That's good. But if you don't detach, what starts happening? Right? Your life, maybe you're just focusing only on them, giving all them your love, and then your life starts to fall apart because you're not focusing on your finance, you're not focusing on your wealth, you're not focusing on meditation, your own mental health. Then maybe you even lose that lover. All because you weren't focusing on yourself. It's the same with detachment. With detachment, this is actually how we bring more of our reality to us from detaching, from not focusing on it as much, but then focusing on it when it's needed, right? What does this sound like? This sounds like ritual. This is the most important component that you could actually use to ritual, because a lot of people, and I'm going to break it down in a moment, but a lot of people forget this, right? Because there's so much to ritual. There's evocation, invocation, spell work, doing candle magic, right? Automatic writing. There's just so much in a sense that we can do when it comes to magic. So just like the universal laws, magic or detachment is in a sense just another thing that we need when it comes to working magic. So just as knowing the law of vibration, which I made a video on it a few videos back, I'm going to as well talk about it a lot more. Vibration is very necessary when it comes to a ritual. And guys, I'm dropping gems right now, so if you could subscribe, if you could leave a comment, that'd be fucking dope. Like, even if the comment's a question, maybe I'll make a video on it. I'll choose you out of all the other comments, like, right? So that'd be dope if you guys could subscribe, or leave a like, and please subscribe. It feeds your boy and it helps me out. And I'm trying to get to like live stream and live videos, right? Or be able to live stream so I can like answer your guys' questions IRL, help you out in that way, and just, spread knowledge, source, wisdom, abundance, and really get you guys the wisdom that you need to be on your rise and create your reality, because all of this is but just a dream. So with that, right, I was talking about something. I detached from it. Why did I detach from it? Maybe I didn't fully know what I was going to say until I detached, went into a little bit of something else, right? Did something else. So like a ritual. Did the ritual, talked about detachment, and then I walked away. And then I came back, right? So I'm coming back to it. Why? I now have a fresh mind. And I'm just saying all this because this is how you can think, right? I did have more to say, but that's how you can do things and add more and make things more powerful. So you have to detach in order to know, in order to understand. It's even in the way earlier that, okay, so say you love someone, right? Love is like a rose. When you love a rose, what you intentionally want to do, like your primal body, I love that thing, so I want it, the ego, right? And then you go, you pick up the rose, maybe it even pricked you on the way, you start bleeding. You picked it up, and then love is like a rose, right? So the moment that you picked that up, it started to die. So when we observe things, when we love something, and not just observe it, but go up and then alter that reality, alter it, that plant was growing, it was living, but you chose to, of your own ego, pick it up and kill it off. It's just like people, right? A guy might date a woman, or a woman with a guy, and then you guys love each other, and then you get together, and then no, I'm joking, but might love each other, right? And then that observation of love is beautiful when you're observing, I really love this person, but you don't let lust, you don't let all these negative energies invade that love, like jealousy, hate, right? Because love can turn to hate pretty easy, pretty fast when you think about it. So, and that's also, that's for another video though, but if that's why it's better to love someone that respects you instead of like embracing just love. Respect is very needed. But if you love someone, go for it and stuff like that. But don't try to pick the rose. Love the rose for what it is. Observe it, view it, walk by, and then maybe it's your time to leave and go back about your day, back about your reality. Then that's what's needed. And that's detachment. We can look at detachment and love. Detachment is needed in love, just as detachment is needed in magic. So, right? So we love, and I'll use this going back and forth, right? So if we love someone a lot, right, we start giving them all of our time, our life falls apart. I gave that analogy, right? So what if you love someone, or you're with someone, and instead of giving them all your time, you put that love into a business. You know what I mean? You start to work, you start to build up your money, you start to build up your clientele or whatever you might be doing, but you have the energy, you have the raw power to create, to build something up. And it's all because you loved, right? So you loved that person, and then you detached enough to be able to provide for that person, right? And that's because you detached. So life is a balance, guys. We need balance with everything. You need to be able to detach just as you need to be able to go all in. You have to go all in love. You have to go all in love. You have to embrace love for what it is and how beautiful it is. So even to have love or no love, that means you fully went in. And then as you fully go in, you detach from that so that you can observe it for truly what it is. And if we can look at the path in the same way, right? Maybe you have a passion, you have a skill, something that you just love to do. You have to go all the way into it, right? But then you notice that when you go all the way in, that you start to get frustrated that, oh, I love guitar, but chords are so hard, theory, there's so much, da 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 da. And then one day you just detach and you just start playing whatever comes to your mind. So you went all in, you immersed yourself into it, and then to a point that maybe you got frustrated, but instead of getting frustrated, immerse yourself and then detach before you get frustrated. Or get really frustrated and then manifest with that energy, right? Transmute that, turn it into like love or abundance. So use that energy. It's an energy that's there that you can cultivate. So the more that you cultivate that, the more that you transmute it. Like, as there's someone named Andrew Tate, as Andrew Tate says, you have to use that hate. You have to use it. You have to discipline yourself. So don't let that hate destroy you. Don't let what you're going through, in a sense, if you're in the qliphoth, right, it's destroying you. But don't let those things destroy you. Use the destruction of your life to usher in your ascension, to propel you forward along your journey. And then it's as you are pushed forward, you start to see what all those trials and challenges were for. They were to make you. They were to create you. You were born in brimstone. So, this is why detachment is needed along the path, but as well in magic. So, with that in the same way, we go into ritual. And like this video is even a ritual when you think about it. Why is it a ritual? Well, let's break down a ritual, right? What is a ritual? So, it's candles and it's incense and it's deities and it's Lucifer and it's this deity and that deity and yada yada yada, all that stuff. But really, what is a ritual? What do I do? I'm just sitting down staring at a candle? That's not doing anything, right? A ritual. So if we break down a ritual, we go into meditation. Guys, I'm dropping the gems again. If you could subscribe, that'd be fucking dope. Helps it pumps up the algorithm. If you could like the video, really helps me out. And then again, just leaving a comment. But yes, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, please. But so that I can give you guys immense wisdom and knowledge. So as we go into ritual, we raise a sacred space. Maybe you're in a circle. That's same thing. We're not using the circle to banish the spirits, to banish the make sure you don't touch me. No, we're using the circle to empower us. It's the circle of the dragon, we could say, and we're embracing those empowering, uplifting energies, right, to empower our ritual. So this is what I look at. A ritual, a ceremonial ritual or a ceremonial magician is no different than someone meditating and going into a room. The only difference is maybe you have those things to appease your ego, and then because you're appeasing your ego, that's what allows you to go into trance. But some people can just go into trance state on a whim, on a will. I kind of just walk into my temple. There's already so much energy in here that I'm just in that state. And then I just, I'm just thinking things. I'm just manifesting, right? Because magic at its core is visualization, will, and intention. Imagination, visualization, will, intention. The imagination is the formless, kind of like the bone of the project, and or like the sorry, I got a message. The exterior, the husk, the shell, and then the imagination and the visualization is what you're creating. It's the frame of it, right? Because if you visualize something, it doesn't just happen. Well, why doesn't it just happen? But then I imagine other things and it does happen. It's because the vibration and the frequency of where you're at when you think certain things, like our mind wants to always go to a negative polarity, but we have to balance it with a positive polarity in order to balance ourselves so that we can transmute or create what we're trying to. But we need to transmute ourselves or our energy to balance the polarity so that we can maximize the outcome of what we desire, so we can actually get the intention of what we desire. This is why people when they're depressed, right? When they're depressed, they're on that vibrational spectrum and they're acting and functioning in that way, so they try to manifest, and then it's just manifesting their depression. It's manifesting everything in the way that they think. And this is as well why meditation is so needed along the path. Meditation is needed because what it does is it disciplines your mind. It disciplines your mind so that you can just focus on one thing, so that you can just focus on the outcome. So magicians are more inclined to be depressed, right? If you live in a society that is creating that depression. You know what I mean? Like if everything's around you, I don't have my phone. My phone's broken, honestly. Trying to get it fixed so I can meet with my clients. But my phone's broken. But phones, radiation, computer, radiation, screen, it's fucking going into my eyes, recording light. The light in the corner fucking up my eyes. There's so much in this matrix, right? Like phosphorescent lights make you depressed. Like there's so much in this matrix that can make you depressed, that can make you feel a certain way, and it's almost like it's trying to. And we can call that the algorithm, right? So when the algorithm's kicking down your door, right? Kicking in on you, this is when you have to up your magic. This is when you have to better yourself, because you have to. Especially if you're in the qliphoth, it's either thrive
or fucking die. Tell their client,
thrive or
fucking
die. If you don't as well understand the law of polarity, then magic can kind of be intense, difficult, and hard to understand. And that's why we have to understand these different universal laws in order to know ourselves, in order to know who we are. And then from knowing who we are, this is our magic. This is our power. So it's about using this magic to find our purpose, right? So if you are depressed, how do you take yourself out of the well of depression? Maybe you start doing music, right? I can at least give you my journey. Maybe you start doing music, or even just, I also did magic and rituals to obliterate my depression and destroy that. And that's why I'm teaching this video, because as someone that has liberated themselves with magic, I want to teach you magic so that you can also liberate yourself and get rid of your depression, get out of your depression, because depression does not exist. And once you get over that, you realize that your whole life was always manifesting the way that you felt. How do you feel? Society is just going to tell you you're depressed. You're always going to be depressed. You're never going to get better. Go to school, go to college, be a drone. It'll tell you that till you're 50 or 60, right? Oh, you go to a doctor. Oh, you're depressed. Oh, talk about your depression. Oh, here's this pill, some fucking meth.
Then you're like, I feel better because of pills. I feel so good because I'm taking this pill every day. This this pill saved my life. This drug ended and cured my depression. Did it really cure your depression, or are you just bypassing all of that emotional pain using a drug, aka meth, to put you at an altered state to never actually feel how you're feeling and then separate you from your astral body so that you can never astral project, in a sense kind of taking away your soul, because meth is not good for you whatsoever. That's what those pills are, or Adderall, right? That's what society will tell you to do. That's what it'll lead you into the qliphoth. It'll lead you into this matrix that will just destroy you, right? So what am I? I don't call myself this or that, but I'm Morpheus. I'm your Morpheus right now. Red or the blue pill, Neo? Red or blue pill, Neo? And then from that, I'm giving you the choice. Do you want to believe in depression? Like, some people will watch this video and they'll be like, he doesn't believe in depression. What a fucking dick. It's like, maybe I don't believe in depression because it doesn't help me. Maybe you're at the bottom of the food chain. Maybe you're at the bottom of the low, and you hate everything so much because you are depressed, because you have no money, You have no money because you're depressed, and this and that, So if depression is the one thing that is preventing you from glory, that is preventing you from becoming your greatest version, obliterate that. Focus endlessly every day and night on, why do I have depression? Why do I feel this way? Who am I? And then literally see, after you ask all those questions, watch the depression be obliterated. Why? Because depression is just fed by the ego. When you feed the ego this depression, when the society feeds the ego all of this depression, all of this bullshit, right? Then it's programmed now with all this bullshit. So magic doesn't exist. Go work your muggle 9-to-5 job and don't think about anything that actually matters, to the point that we are all slaves within the matrix. And it's because we are mental slaves. We accept the programming, we accept the conditioning, right? Too soon, and then one day wake up. We wake up from the conditioning. This is when we are taking magic into our own hands. In order to perform magic, what do you have to do? You have to use your imagination. Magi nation. We are all a nation of magi, envisioning this grand dream, dreaming up this matrix with our imagination. We are all, through all of us collectively thinking something, we are enacting it and bringing it into fruition. So, if we think about the government, then we're funding them. What does the word government mean, children? Government. Govern mind. They're trying to control your mind. They're trying to govern your mind so that you are not thinking for yourself. You must start to think for yourself. When you think for yourself, this uplifts you out of your depression. This uplifts you out of everything that you're going through. In order for you to rise, to become not what the Matrix wanted you to become, but to become what you were meant to become. To become what you desire to become. Because it's within your soul. Not another being telling you, oh, do you want to be a psychologist? When the word psychology, they never even talk about the soul. Psycheology, study of the soul. Oh, it's literally called soul study. Hey, everyone else got their hermetic texts and like talk to Thoth and do invocations and work with deities and liberate their soul. No, what the fuck is that, dude? I'm just here to get a degree and talk to people about psychology so I can make $50 an hour. Fail. Wrong. And then that's what they're trying to entrap you into, is the Matrix, doing what they want when you are a powerful magician. All of you guys, powerful magicians, witches, sorcerers, shamans, kings, queens, philosophers. You guys are powerful. All of you guys. And it's about knowing that power and stepping into it, that we become our greatest versions, that we become our greatest self. But we have to know ourselves to become that greatest version. Don't let the Matrix fool you. It will try to get you thinking that you are just a slave, that you are just nothing. Now, do you want to be a slave or do you want to be everything? The Wolf of Wall Street, beautiful movie, really inspired me. I think it inspires people as well. Andrew Tate, really inspirational at the moment, good mindset to evolve and adapt into. So I went on that rant. I told you guys all about that to motivate you, to lift you up. Guys, let's get out the motherfucking Matrix, crackle open that soul fluid, and liberate our soul. Let your soul flow through you. This is magic at its core and its pure potential. Hecate is the queen of magic. She is the queen of the witches, queen of hell as well. And it's through her magic, right? So I want to give you guys a video, or I'm giving you a video. I want to give you guys a little bit of knowledge on Lucifer. So Lucifer is Hecate's son in a sense, but as well divine lover intertwined. Yeah, it's energetic exchange. Sex magic is different than sex physically. So Hecate gave birth to Lucifer and then created, like, he was just an angel. He was just clay, right? And then Hecate, just like in Egypt, the personification of magic was Heka. So Hecate evolved over time, Greek goddess, right? We see that she's in different areas. So if Heka is magic, then and I just dropped a video on Lucifer if you guys want to go watch that, then what flows through Lucifer, the magic that flows through all of us, especially if we work with Lucifer, we invoke Lucifer, or work with the night side, is actually Hecate. Hecate is what's flowing through Lucifer. Heka is flowing through Lucifer, giving him that magic, giving him that energy and that strength. Right? I'm telling you this to show you guys as a symbolism that it's the same with us, that we must crack open, just like an egg, we crack open our soul. A way to do this, go through the qliphoth. It destroys you. Why does it destroy you? It's destroying your ego. It's destroying who you perceived yourself to be. It's not killing you. You're not dying. It's all of this is a holographic matrix and world, right? So if this is just a simulation of sorts, then everything is being simulated. Your face, your mind. Someone talks to you and says some really fucking stupid shit, and you're like, that's a simulation. You just reacted. How did you choose to react? Are you grounded? Are you jealous? Are you anger? Are you hate? Are you love? Are you abundance? Right? All of this is going to dictate where you go. Okay, it's kind of like glitching out. One sec. All this is going to be dictated by what you know, your actions, decisions, and most importantly, your vibration and frequency. Again, I have a video on vibrations and frequency. Go back a few. So this is what creates a powerful magician, witch, sorcerer, or shaman, is magic flowing through them. In order to liberate yourself, liberate your magic, you must perform rituals. This is what rituals are for, guys. Rituals are nourishment to the soul. It's nourishment to the soul. So when we're doing rituals, we're not, I'm working with some demonic overlord. I'm working with some demonic king. I'm so dark. You're not dark, dude. You're just liberating your soul. You're liberating your soul light, and you're being destroyed. So yeah, you are dark. You are going through darkness. You are becoming a void. You are being destroyed. That is the qliphoth, right? So it's about, while in the qliphoth, not just becoming these beings, or in magic, not just becoming the deities you work with, not becoming just Horus and Thoth and this being and that being, right? But instead using those energies and that being to elevate you to ascend even further along your journey. So they're empowering you. So it's not, the whole goal isn't to become something that you're not. It's to use all of these energies to become more of what you are. Whether it be within the working with the Goetia and the demons, right? Or working with Egyptian magic, Horus, Thoth, Isis, Ma'at, right? Or working the Hindu or Deva pantheon, right? Ganesh, Shiva, Kali, Lakshmi, right? So it's in working all of these pantheons. So it's to use all of these energies to liberate your soul, to liberate your soul light. That's why we work with, the Egyptian pantheon is very close to source. They help you to liberate yourself. Anubis, shout out to Anubis, forgot to say his name. Anubis helps you through the underworld, right? What is the underworld? That's where what you're going into to liberate your soul. So using Anubis, he helps you as a psychopomp, a guide within the underworld, to get your soul back, to help you. What's his title? Guide of the souls of the dead, keeper of the souls of the dead, right? So you talk to him, you start doing Egyptian magic for a few months, and then at some point you are led to Lucifer. He shows you through the qliphoth, and then in the qliphoth, as you're being destroyed, you're actually liberating yourself and gaining your soul light. Just like in the Samael qliphoth, the third qliphoth, it's the poison of God. So you're being poisoned. What are you being poisoned of, or what is being poisoned within you? Your ego is being poisoned, so it dissolves and then as well enters into a negrito phase. And then as it's going through the negrito phase, as you go through the negrito phase, this is the qliphoth, this is your destruction. You are going through hell. You are feeling as if you are dying, right? And then all of that, the negrito, the blackening of your soul, is then to disillude or dissolve everything that's not meant to be there. The negrito phase is alchemy. All of this is alchemy. Everything that's happening to you, you are human. You are lead. You are clay. You are lead. You are lead being turned into gold through the invocations, right? You are becoming the philosopher's stone. The philosopher's stone is what was sought out by all alchemists as a physical thing. Yet they didn't realize that it's not physical. The philosopher's stone is the mind. The all is mind, and the universe is mental. So if you do these works, you work with Thoth, Horus, you work with Lucifer, Hecate, then what you are doing is using your mind to liberate your soul, to get your soul back from the qliphoth, right? And if you guys don't know what the qliphoth is, check, because this is a video on magic. Check down there and try to and watch my videos. I have a lot of content with different spirits and beings such as Lucifer, and I teach how to do the qliphoth and how to guide you through that. As well, I do consultations, so you can talk to me for an hour about how to do magic. Like if you like this video, you guys can actually talk to me for an hour. At the moment, for my Equinox sale, it's just $25. Right? I'll teach you all the magic that you want. I'll give you the secrets. I'll give you the gems and the wisdom, just like I did in this video. And it's all just about hitting me up at OccultcatTv, OccultcatTv at gmail.com, or my Instagram, OccultcatTv. So again, that is OccultcatTv, just like the channel, at gmail.com. And then I answer messages pretty fast. So if you have any questions, I can help you answer your questions. If you desire a consultation, I can help you out in that manner. We just talk for a little bit and then see what you need. And then, we can either do a ritual or a journey, And you can even combine that and get different services. Some people, or what most people kind of get is actually they'll get a consultation from me, and then that leads into a journey, and then at the end is a tarot reading. So originally for all of that, a consultation 60, journey 60, and then tarot card reading anywhere from 40 to 80. So that's almost $200 for a whole packaged deal. That's so cheap, guys. I'm literally giving you, because in that is a destiny and fate reading. So I'm giving you everything that you need. For myself, I'm a divination. I'm a medium, a shaman. I do divination, and my name's O'Shea, right? Shay, what is Shay? Like in Egypt, the concept of Ma'at is like balance and like the new Aeon and stuff like that. It's similar to like the word Shay in Egypt means fate. So I look at myself as I can read your Akashic records, and I do that for a service. That's a lot more. At the moment, that is $200 just for that, because the amount of time, the amount of energy and power it takes to generate to do all of that is immense. But what I get is a whole bunch of channeling and downloads, and yeah, to get it all through me, I'm not taking on, not your karma, right, but I'm taking on some influence. So I do need to, like, cleanse and empower and do this and work with different spirits to do that for you. So $200 for the Akashic readings, that's like tarot on crack. That's like, that is the reading. If I'm looking into your soul for you, I'm helping you to dissolve the layers and illusions. I'm giving that to you, and then I'm showing the path that you need to walk, not dictating to you, but I'm channeling things that from what I see and what I understand that you need, I'll give that to you. And it's all intuitive, so it's energy being transferred to you. And again, so for an Akashic Records reading is just $200. I've seen other people give that anywhere from $400 to $500. I as well do astrology, so I can read your chart. I'm just doing that for like $45. And I'm just throwing out and plugging my services to you guys, so that you know that I don't just make videos, but I literally, you can meet with me, talk to me. I can help you with anything from what I just listed, as well as business. I can do rituals for you. We can talk, and I can work with business deities to actually give you that energy or help empower you, or even just channel what you need to invest in, what you need to do, and that knowledge. So I'm here as a shaman, a magician, a witch for hire, as a sorcerer that truly loves to do what he does and help people to become their greatest version, to connect to their higher self, embrace their source. As well, I am an emissary of the infernal divine. I'm an emissary of Lucifer, King Paimon, and most importantly, I'm dedicated to Hecate. She is my love. She is my beauty. She's my queen. Hecate is my queen. If you notice this, I wear this in like literally every video since I've gotten it. It's enchanted with Hecate's energy, and as well, it has a dragon on the key. Hecate is the first dragon to spawn from the void, and that's just, she's my mother, but as well, she is my love. She gave birth to me. She held me in her womb. And that's why I do this for you guys. That's why I do this for the community. This video is free, but as well, this is what I'd give in a consultation. This is what I do. I teach you magic. So I started with detachment, and then I went all in, guys. Because the most important thing that you need to do is, so we did this whole ritual, right? We got together, you and me. We manifested, because we started to learn more about magic as we went along the way. You sit down, you stare at the candle, you raise the sacred space, and then whatever you desire to do, that is magic. You're using your will and your intention to immerse yourself into the realm that you desire to create, whether it be astrally, like, mentally, or what we're trying to do, or build physically. So you can use ritual to either commune with Hecate, right? Commune with a deity or a spirit, or you can also use ritual to manifest and to heal. So it's, and if we look at this as well, ritual is just meditation. You're just trying to put yourself into a meditative state in order to enact what you desire. So meditation can lead to astral projection. Meditation can lead to dream work, right? You meditate a certain way and then you fall asleep, but you fell asleep consciously and then you go into your dreams. That's just imagination. That's the imagination realm. How deep can you sink into yourself to manifest? Can you actually fully see that reality to fruition? Right? And that's what we're trying to do in ritual. So some people will literally they'll message me, they'll talk to me, and they don't really do magic. They don't know this stuff, but they like my words. They like what I say. And it's like, what do I do when I just sit there? What cuz I also teach meditation. If you guys want, I am a conscious coach and I do shamanic counseling. So I can help you, and as well meditation and breath work. So if you guys need help in that way to understand that, I also do that. So I help the beginners understand the basics, and then as well I help the intermediate and advanced understand where they are, where they need to go, what they need to do. But so ritual at its core is just you're just sitting there. You're sitting there in front of a candle. Actually, let's start with meditation. Meditation at its core is following your breath, right? And I'm trying to give you everything with this, guys. This could have been like 4 or 5 videos. Nah, I'm giving you all the magic. So breath work. We need the breath in ritual. We need the breath in meditation. We need the breath to live. Everything is the breath. In not gematria, in Hebrew, the letter for the breath, the word for the breath is aleph. So we are taking in aleph at the moment. We're breathing. It is what gives birth. And I think aleph even looks like, it actually looks like the lungs if you look at the letter. We're giving birth to life when we breathe. We are actually getting rid of stagnation when we are choosing to breathe. I'm breathing through the stagnation, right? Breathe through that. Feel that energy, that life, that breath, and then we go into meditation with a desired will, with a desired intention, right? So maybe my intention is to heal. I need to heal my lungs. I need to heal my wrist, right? Or something. You do that intense breathing, and then you channel that electricity, that energy. What is electricity? What is energy? Magic. Energy in motion. Electricity, energy in motion, emotions. We're using our emotions, the energy and we're using our energy to push through the blockages, right? So do this before rituals, right? It's good to meditate, do breath work before, during, and as well after. We do breath work before to clear our mind and put it at a state where we can go into trance. So doing all that breath work, shamanic breath work, that's really good for us. And this, guys, this is where you're disciplining yourself. You're doing the work that you need to not just be a fucking armchair occultist, but to be a true serious magician, right? This is what I'm teaching you guys. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to train the next generation of magicians to become their greatest version, to become their greatest self. And as well with that, manifest their empires. I've helped 2 people to cross the abyss. I've crossed the abyss. If you guys know qliphothic magic and stuff like that. And this is where I teach as well. I can teach you guys how to cross the abyss and do that workings. And I'm actually going to be creating a course as well as my Patreon. I'm plugging my Patreon right here, guys. So in my Patreon, and then I'm going to teach you guys magic, and then we're just done with the video. And then you guys have a beautiful day. But for my Patreon, I'm going back into the qliphoth as someone overarching the qliphoth at the throne of Hecate. I'm looking over and seeing the qliphoth. I see the people in the sephiroth. I see the people in the qliphoth. I see what they need. Hecate came to me and she told me, teach. You have to teach this. This is what you are here for. So literally, all the videos that I'm making for the next few months on my YouTube specifically, I'm just training you. I'm teaching you to become your greatest version through the occult, self-help, magic, psychology, philosophy, spirituality, breath work, meditation, shamanism, all these things on this YouTube that I'm giving for free. This is all to prep you. If you want to be a serious magician and go full in on magic and become a ruler of your own reality, I recommend my Patreon, guys. Because in my Patreon, I even have a tier. There's 4 tiers. So on my Patreon, I even have a tier called the Draconian Ruler tier. And the thing is, this is just $50 a month. But this tier is so powerful. It has immense wisdom and knowledge encapsulated within it, because someone that has crossed the abyss, that has entered it into the upper triads, went to Thamael and achieved Lucifer's crown. I initiated through the qliphoth to get to that point where I can transmute you guys, I can empower you guys, right? So if you want to be turned into a vampire by me, I can do that for you. But with this, I don't like the nitty gritty and doing that for people. So I'm like, go to Belial, work with Hecate, work with these spirits. They'll teach you vampirism, right? So what I do, and you only need this for 1 month, and it empowers you for eternity. Or you can also get it every month, so that as I'm empowered, as I gain mass amounts of wealth, power, knowledge, and understanding, I will put you on my sigil, which is the same as my channel. I'll put you on that sigil, and then as I do, so I'm not going to give you all of my power, right? That's not how it works. I'm not going to do all this for you. But what it does give you a chance and a better opportunity, that if you're in the qliphoth, if you are, in any way, or if you just are a practitioner of magic, you work with different spirits, this will carry you through the qliphoth. This will carry you over the abyss, because I am your guiding spirit. As a Patreon, I am becoming your patron. I'm taking you under, you see my wing, guys? I'm taking you under my wing, and I'm showing you everything. I'm showing you the universe, magic, Hecate, Lucifer, Egyptian pantheon, how to breathe, yoga, meditation, working with Buddha. I'm teaching you all of reality on my Patreon, just like I'm teaching you all of reality on my YouTube. It's just, this is the surface level. If you want more in-depth content, then I do recommend that you, either, hire me for a consultation, but because I do record the calls, and then you can have that, so you have your own recording of what we talked about. Or you can also sign up for my Patreon. It's only $50 a month for the top tier, and that's giving you everything. But if you get the first tier is Muggle tier, you're just donating $1, That's if you're not even in magic. You're like, you're a cool dude, I like you, that's what's up. Then there's the $5 tier, that's magic in training, or magic beginner course or school, whatever I called it. And then you get articles. And then there's I think it's like the $15 tier, and you get like first level videos for the $5. And then for the 15, you are an intermediate magician in training, and then you just get tier 2 videos, and then you get articles, so one above that. And then after that, as a third tier, remember, you are godhood. You are godhood, adept, initiate, and in training. But I just call it the godhood tier. Or deification. Let's go with deification tier. And then that gives you tier 2 videos, tier 1 videos, and as well tier 3 and articles. And the tier 3 videos are what is more designated for my tier 4 clients, because they are doing the empowerment rituals. So everything else ties into that ritual. So I do recommend at least getting that once if you are going to drop tiers, because you can get the ritual, right? And I do rituals for like $68 to $100. So if you're doing this, you are getting it for almost free pretty much, but you're getting, in a sense, a ritual and empowerment from me, someone who's already ascended the qliphoth. And what this is doing is attuning you to walk the path that I already walked along the night side. So it allows you to gain this mass amounts of power, wealth, abundance in mind, body, and as well soul. So if you're someone that's doing the work, then everything will come to you. Money will come to you, guaranteed. Literally guaranteed. If you do the work, if you create a service. Because what I'm teaching you also in my Patreon is how to become a master magician, a master witch, a master sorcerer. To master yourself, discipline yourself, and then master your world, your reality, and then create the empire in which you desire. Why have I started my Patreon? Why did Andrew Tate start the War Room, where he tries to bring a whole bunch of millionaires together? I'm looking for powerful people that desire to rise and manifest and create their reality and become their greatest version through Source, through Hecate, through Lucifer, and Belial, if they so do choose. That's what that tier is for. It's literally giving you everything that I know that I've done. I'm, as a deity, a high-ranking archdemon, archangel, dragon, daemon of the qliphoth. I'm able to transmute you. I'm able to empower you. So that's what I'm doing. So just like as you'd put your name on Lucifer's sigil, right? Lucifer's empowering you. I am Lucifer. I am a Lucifer. So I have his abilities, I have his rankings, his titles, and what I'm doing is, as Lucifer, as an intermediary between Lucifer and Hecate, Belial, to you, these beings to you, I'm giving you as the gate. I became Belial. I am Belial. As the gate to Belial, as the gate to Lucifer, Hecate, that throne and crown, what I'm trying to do and give back to you is the chance to achieve the crown. I'm giving you a chance to cross the abyss and become your greatest version, all through my Patreon. $50 a month is nothing. It's actually 5555, and that was a specific number designated to me by Lucifer. So he's looking for the right people. These spirits are looking for the right people, not just anybody, but the right people that deserve this attunement. And that's why it's so cheap. That's why I'm not just giving it for like $200, $500 outside of that ritual, because I don't give a fuck about money. I don't give a fuck about greed, right? I still do need money to thrive, and that's why I do ask and require money for my services as well. It gives you your soul back. I'm giving you the chance to achieve your soul through the qliphoth and become an emperor, a creator of your reality. You already are. Mind is all, universe is mental. You are the center of your universe and world. But what this does is it initiates the process. I give you the energies of the Egyptian pantheon, of all the pantheons I work with, in a sense, right? And then with this ritual, so all the pantheons. And then I also do empowerments on the full moon and new moon in the exact same way, using the same names. So if you are under this, you are getting a full moon ritual every month, and as well a new moon ritual every month, and then as well the one that I do at the beginning of every month. So you're getting 3 rituals every month by a master occultist, a 1% occultist, magician, and shaman. 3 rituals will have you shifting your reality overnight seamlessly. And I can guarantee you that. Guaranteed, because I've done the same for myself. I've done the same for other magicians. I've helped a friend raise himself up in the qliphoth. I've helped 2 friends cross the abyss, right? Become master magicians themselves. They had the potential. All they did was, at some point they met me. Source led them to me, or I led Source for me to them. And then there's no ego in this working. So I've worked with these magicians to become their greatest version. They benefited me immensely. I benefited them immensely. And that is how this exchange works. I have skills. You have skills. Maybe I can feel and hear spirits. Maybe you can see spirits. Let's get together as friends and try to divine, intune, and manifest, because we're both benefiting from that. We're all benefiting from this, right? When spiritual workers ask for money, it's because they're giving their energy, their time, their frequency. That's a lot, guys. It's a lot. And the more that I've put myself into my services, I've started to understand that it's so needed to have that fair exchange. And a lot of people get cheated because they do a ritual for someone's like, da da da, you didn't do much, and then that's their ego. Their ego wouldn't allow the magic to even take a hold. Fail. Didn't cross the abyss. Fail. And it's like someone who, like, lets down their ego, and it's like, I will give money for this service because I know that I'm getting my soul. I know that I'm getting something that I cannot see, but because I gave, I received, right? And that's how it should work. So what this does is it tunes you. I do a ritual every month. It'll give you at least 60%. It'll give you 40% of my power that I possess, which is still a shitload, guys. I have infinite energy. I do a lot. But if you are disciplined, you meditate, you do the work, and you do the rituals, it'll push it up to 60%. Even 70%, and then now you have an ally. You have me as a magician, as you have my daemon, you have an astral double that I'm giving you, that's empowering you throughout the month, so you get brought towards new jobs, better jobs. You start thinking your way out of where you are, and all of this is from source, from the dragons, from Amalek, from Goddess Hecate to you guys as a present, and it's only $55 a month. And you get all that immense power, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, as well as videos that you can't see on YouTube. And on top of that, articles as well. I do write a lot. I like to get this out. I'm making a WordPress, but putting a lot more on my Patreon at first. So if you guys want to subscribe to my Patreon, I gave you guys all that. And we're gonna continue, and I'm gonna end this ritual with just telling you guys how to do a ritual, how to do magic yourself. So I thank you for your time. I thank you as well for, in a sense, your energy, because you're observing me, you're focusing on me, and that's why I want to give back to you guys as much as I can, so that after this, go do a ritual for yourself. Go do breath work. Go meditate. Stay hydrated. Go get some water. Go get some food. Get some good food. Have a good meal, and then do the work. Stay disciplined. So the real secrets to magic, everything is vibration and energy. If you're thinking about something and you want to go into ritual, or if you're thinking about something and it feels really good and it gives you that good feeling, just sit down and meditate. Feel that good feeling. Breathe a little bit. What imagery comes up in your mind? Right? And then start to create that with your feeling and how good you feel. So sit down. You're now meditating. Now go into ritual. Raise a sacred space around you. Amplify the vibrations. This is how you do it. I have a video on it on my Patreon, but I'll just teach you guys now. For either Lapaka, Ganesh, your higher self, Hecate. For Hecate, I ask that you raise this room into a sacred space, elevating the vibrations and raising the frequency so as I can better manifest the spirit in my temple and arena of sorcery. I thank you, Goddess Hecate, for helping me to manifest, for I connect and commune with my higher self. I connect to my higher self. I embrace my daemon. I bring my daemon forward. If you know the name, say the name right. And then from the ritual, no longer from your muggle self or your ego, from your daemon, from your higher self, you are now manifesting and creating the reality you desire through your feeling. Through your vibration, your will, your intention, your thoughts, everything in those moments that you are thinking, it's all accumulating into a vibration, and then you project out that vibration into reality. You project out that vibration. That is a ritual. All you're doing, why is the candle, why is the incense? Incense is air, it's an element, it's an energy. What is the incense? Dragon's blood, right? You're empowering and strengthening, seductive, monetary abundance, right? You're drawing that to yourself. You gave something. As you give, so you receive. That's the law of the universe. And then as well, you're staring at a candle. What are you doing? You're focusing. You're getting rid of your ADHD. You're getting rid of your depression from focusing on a light that you like, right? What is the light? The light is a symbolism. Fire. What is fire? Fire to manifest. You're cleansing yourself. You're cleansing your third eye. You're cleansing your energetic body. And then you're allowing the light to come in. And then from that, it's illuminating your third eye, right? Just like crystals. Sometimes you pick up a crystal. Do I have any? Sometimes I just have my wand, guys. I'm just going to go with that. Sometimes you pick up a crystal, right? And then you feel a vibration. You feel it like go into your third eye. And then how is that stimulating you? Right? It's just like the fire. The fire stimulates your mind. You now see a blank canvas of your mind that you can now use to alter and shift your reality through your perception, using your imagination, your visualization, your will, your intention, and your frequency. So think about all of these things when you go into ritual. You don't overthink it, but know that these are all things that you can add to it. You are a painter as a magician, as a shaman, as a witch. You are painting on the canvas of your mind, creating the reality within your mind, within the astral plane, solidifying your empire, so that when you put it and presence it into this world, you first saw it. You saw everything. You saw it all happen. And like that, like a flash, after that abundance ritual, maybe you find change on the ground. Oh, I just found change. And then you keep moving on, and then you find money on the ground. And then out of nowhere, you get a client. Maybe you get someone that, I want to hire you. I'll pay you this amount, right? And it's like, it's all from manifesting, trusting yourself, trusting in the path, using your intuition, your divination, everything that you have, your whole arsenal as a magician to empower yourself and become your greatest version. So whether it's an empowerment ritual, look at a red candle, envision strength flowing through you, work with Asmodee, Mars energy, Aries, god of war. If it's an abundance ritual, use a green candle, write your name on it, write abundance, how much you want, and then give it to Bune, give it to Lucifer, King Paimon, Lakshmi. Whatever deity that you desire in abundance and wealth, give it to them. And then as you give, you receive. So now they're energetically influencing you and helping you bring that into your reality, empowering you with Bune. Bune is a beautiful deity to work with if you're trying to start a business or manifest abundance. So in a sense, work with Bune, and then you light the candle, and then you start feeling more eloquent, right? Your ability to speak and use speech becomes better. So you lit the candle, you did the ritual, and now you feel better. Now you're able to speak better as well. King Paimon helps you with your words, being more in the same way eloquent, or able to use your voice for what you desire. And not just that, guys. It's not just money or abundance or this or that. You can become King Paimon. King Paimon, this dude, such a homie. King Paimon teaches you how to become a god. He teaches you how to become your greatest self, your greatest version. All through just working with you, through communing with King Paimon, doing the work, doing the evocations, the invocations. Maybe he tells you to make a business or start a path working or a journey in some way. Then listen to him. He has immense wisdom and advice as a demon king, but as well, above that, he's above the ascended masters. He's close to Lucifer. So that's just another being that you guys can work with. I dropped the gems in this video, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. This was OccultcatTv. I'm your host, Atanu. As well, you can call me Cool Cat or O'Shea. So with that, guys, I hope you have a beautiful day. Yeah, leave a comment, ask some questions if you want. If again, I gave you guys my services, everything I do, who I am, that didn't appeal to you, what does, guys? So do book a reading, get a service from me. My consultations are filling up at the moment. So if you want to, like, in a sense, like, if you want to book the reading now and have it be in a few days or a week, that would be most beneficial, because I can at least schedule you in and put you on the list, because I do a pretty good amount of readings a day, so it does take a lot of energy. So if I can't get you today or reach back to you today, then I'll talk to you tomorrow, and maybe I can schedule you in tomorrow or even a few days from now. But at the moment, I do have space. I do have space open, and it is filling. Like, my weekend's full. It's Tuesday right now, so I'm free, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Able to do readings. So yeah, it does take a pretty good amount of energy, and that's why I also require, money and being paid for my services. But as well, so consultations, you can even, like, you can book an hour, 2 hours, 3, whatever you need. I'm willing to give you guys that. So if you need a lot of spiritual advice on the path, I'm here for it. And just know, everything I taught, this is shit that I live. I am a real occultist, not an armchair occultist. So with that, guys, I hope you have a beautiful day. Stay studying, stay meditating, stay hydrated, stay disciplined. Do the work, meditations, rituals, breathe. Breathe. And with that, guys, have a beautiful day. I love you. I love you. Peace. I'm out.